This is the Iron Trader, and this is the last call of the week. So as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock market ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Now, before we get started here, I always review crude oil here and natural gas on Sunday night. Usually I post a video there, you get it out about 7 o'clock at night, and that gets you all set up for Monday. So you want to make sure that you get over here and check out the site, and we'll have it for you so you can get all prepared for Monday. Also, I'm going to start a new thing here, which is called the Weekend Edition. And this weekend, what we're going to talk about is scalping trades. So I'm going to post that also, probably be on Saturday for you. And so we're going to pick up the pace just a little bit. All right, let's take a look here at the daily chart. Now, we can see here, I've always been pointing out this 8 SMA, and look how nice this is, okay? So what do we have? It is above the key 21-day and your 50-day, and now you're headed right up towards that 200-day, and you're taking the price right up with you. Now, today's price came on down. The low was 76.06. So I told you basically on my morning video, you want to watch the top of this candle, 76.18, because see, this was your breakout, okay, of your price channel. So it came down, went down just a little bit lower, and now it rallied on up. So what do we have here is we have that key 200 SMA. Let me see if I can get her in there. Yeah, right there. See, 77.66, that is key. Right now, real-time price, you're sitting at about 77.92, so you're just right above it. Now, the next level here of big resistance is going to be right here at 79.78. That is very, very key. But what we always want to do is look over to the left of the chart. So if we can get above that key level here, and where is it at? Let's see here. Yeah, that 77.66. Then what we do is we just look to the left of the chart here, okay? So what you have is you got 78.64 going on here. You got a 79, 77, and then which lines up very, very nicely here with that 100 SMA here. So when you look at this double top here, a lot of times is when you have a double top, you want to have that, you want to short it, obviously, to have it come down. But usually what it does is it wants to retest it. So right there is going to be your nice target at 79.77, which lines up very nice here with your 79.78. Now the key level here on the downside is going to be a couple of levels. Is this 77.66? That's what you definitely want to hold. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to look at the top of yesterday's candle, which is 77.51, and then we come back to this 77 or 76.18. That's where you want to be on your support levels. And then what we do is we look to today's low. Okay, so when the futures open up on Sunday night or Monday or however you trade, always look to the candle here of the previous day, which will be this candle. So your high is 78.21, your low is 76.06, and then you close at 77.90. So this is where you want to look. Now again, if that's lost, then what we do is we follow the candles down. Right here you have 75.83, and then we come down to this key 8 SMA here, which is very, very crucial at 74.96. So when the futures open here on Sunday night, this 8 SMA is going to be higher because it's just going to crawl right on up here very nicely. But again, if that's lost, we have the nice 50-day right underneath it at 73.65, and then you have your 21-day at 73.27. Now your 21-day is flattening out. It looks like it wants to rise up. If you can get the 21-day crossing above that key 50-day and rise right up here with the 8, you can get yourself a really, really good bullish trend. Now, when you look at your RSI, well, yes, I say you got plenty. That's 63. You got plenty of room on the upside. And this, your MACD is obviously very, very bullish. Your green is over your red. This is looking also very, very nice. So again, the key level here on the downside to watch now is going to be this 77.66, this key 200-day, very, very crucial level. And then another crucial level is going to be this 76.18. Then watch today's low at 76.06, and the 8-day. Your 8-day is going to be very key at 74.96. So as long as that price stays above that key 8 SMA, even if it falls down, you say, oh, it comes all the way down to retest it, that is still a very, very bullish pattern. Obviously, if it's lost, then we look at your 50-day, 73.65, and then we look at 73.27 on your 21 SMA. Again, if that is lost here, then we can, you can always find these candles here, but we don't want to worry about that right now because that price is sitting up at pretty good above all your support levels. Now, how this all started was basically right here. So you had 70.47, okay? And then we had this candle here at 70.50. That tells you got a really nice double bottom going, okay? See that? Then what she did is she put in a bottoming tail, and then she just running, creeping all the way on up. Just like we had here, okay? When you look at this, you had 70.13, and then we had a 70.06. Nice double bottom, and then we had a nice good rally for about 4 days. It couldn't hold that key 50-day, and that was the key. And then she came right on down. But then again, we put in a nice double bottom there, and she rallied right on up. So the bottom line, your big target here on the upside is going to be this 79, 78, which lines up very, very nice here with the double top situation. Okay, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly chart. All right, here we have the monthly. We'll take a look at him first. Okay, now we are above the key 50 SMA. We're above the key 200 SMA at 73.35. And now we're headed for this 8 SMA at 79.10. That is going to be very, very crucial. Now you can see this 50-day, how nice it held the support all the way through, held the support here, held the support here. So on a monthly basis, we don't have that many more days left here. So as long as you hold this 50 and this 200-day here and even go sideways action, this is looking very, very bullish. Again, on the upside, we want to watch that key level at 79.11. If we can get above, then we can have a nice target at 83.05, which is your 21 SMA. Now, your RSI, plenty of room here on a monthly basis to run up. And your MACD here, well, your green is still below your red, but it looks like it's flattening out and might want to go and circle right on up. Okay, let's take a look here at the weekly chart. Well, I always point out this 200 SMA, and you can see how nicely everything is holding. Okay, so even if it comes down, it doesn't really make any difference as long as you close above for the week. Now, I also pointed out this pattern. See, we have a low, higher low, higher low. But when you look at the top, what did you have? You had a high, a lower high, and a lower high. So you had a really good wedge going on. The question was this 8-day going to come down and smash through that 200-day, take the price down, or is it going to do like what it did and curl up? Okay, so it's curling up here very nice, sitting at 73.29, which will give you good support here on the price. So out of that wedge pattern that was formed, now we have the good upside breakout. So the key level here now we want to watch is that 77.43. That is going to be very, very key level. You want to stay above that on a weekly, and we have a nice upside target at 79.70. So that 79.70 lines up very nice here with the weekly chart. Okay, when you look at that 100 SMA here, and you look at that double top pattern. So this is all looking very, very nice here, very, very bullish here on the upside here for a little bit more on the run. And obviously, if you can break above all that, then we can come up to the 200-day, the 21 SMA sitting right there at 83.04 and possibly this 85.54 on your 100 SMA. Now your RSI looking very, very good. And this is what I'm always been watching here is this MACD. See, the MACD was below, but now you can see where it's going to curl up. If you can get above that, then we have a nice, good, powerful where you can just smash this thing right on up here. Now, again, if this sells off here, well, then what we do is we watch the top of these candles. First of all, you want to watch as that 50-day, 77.43, and then we just follow the candles. Okay, so there's that 76.18. And then we come right below here. You got 75.25, and then we follow this candle at 74.63, and then we have your nice 8-day at 73.28. So there's your key support levels there on a weekly, basis. And then again, obviously, if that's lost, then you can come down to 71.59. But right now, she's looking pretty bullish here to go higher. We got to see how it all shakes out next week. But this was a good weekly candle. All right, let's take a look here at natural gas. All right, before we get to natural gas, I want to show you the ETF that I trade. This is UCO. All right, let's take a look at what this did today. So basically what I do is I always chart the crude. Okay, that's it, because see, these are ETFs. No matter which one you trade, they rebalance at the end of the day and you don't get a true reading. But during the day for a scalp, very, very nice. Now, when we look at this candle right here, this is today's candle. So your high was 30.08 and your low was 28.66. Now, if you look, what it did is look at this key 200 SMA here, okay? So on a scalping basis, 28.60. Today's low, 28.66. Okay, as long as that held, and then I always watch, okay, on your actual commodity of crude, this was a time that you scalped, okay? So I am actually in this here on this on the UCO here today. I am long at 28.75. I didn't get to 28.66 because you always want to have a little thing where it's going to shake out. But I'm in at 28.75. So right now you're sitting at, well, 30 bucks. Okay, so that's a good trade there. I'm trading, what was I trading there? 3,500 shares. So that's a good trade. Now we got to see if it can run right on up here to your 100-day at 30.66. So I always put these up here during the day, but I don't like to really say, okay, we're going to trade off of these because these are ETFs, I say, and they do rebalance. You don't get the actual price. So always chart the actual commodity. But if you're trading these ETFs, you can always put these like side by side, and it gives you a good reason here. Say, wow, I'm looking to buy this. So I'm waiting for this to come down. And if that holds that key level, I can take a nice scalp and take it right on up. All right, now let's get to natural gas. Okay, here we have the old natty gas. As you can see today, indecision candle, total wet and wild, eh? All the way on up, all the way on down. Now again, I scalped the UNG, now UNG got as low as 1937. I got in a little bit late, I got in there at 1950, and I got 50 cents out of that. That's at 20. But again, I'm trading 5,000 shares, so that was a pretty good day when you combined it with the old crude. However, I did scalp the KOLD on the short side, and I got 5 points out of the KOLD. And I'm trading 1,000 shares on that. So that also worked out. So it actually was a really good trading day. Now, let's just take a look at the charts here. So we got natural gas. This here is an indecision candle. So what you really want to watch here, the price on natural gas real time now is 2.65. So you want to look at this 200-day. That's 2.67. Okay, so you really need to get, above that. And if you can, here's your target is 2.71. And then we have another target there at 2.75. And then you have 2.86. Okay, so you know exactly where you have on the upside. So when you look at this candle, where did it go? Right into the 21-day and pull down. And then we came all the way down here to the bottom because basically what it is, today's low was 2.42. So when you take all of this here, what do you have? See, there is your support levels off of this trading channel. Okay, so all you do is just draw a line right straight across, and there's your support level. Now, again, if it lost that, then we can come down to this candle, down to the retest here at 2.31, but it didn't. It came all the way down. So now, what do we want to watch? Now, on the downside, you want to watch this 8 SMA at 2.62. Very, very key. And then we'll go to yesterday's candle at 2.52. And then we have 2.49. And then we want to watch that 2.47. And then we want to watch today's low at 2.42. Okay, so this was that trading channel. And that was your nice key support level. Okay, so just draw it right across. Your upside, you knew you had all these SMAs. So you knew it was, if it breaks through that, the 200-day and the 50-day, something's going to stop it. And eventually, what happened? The 21 stopped it, just like this candle. What stopped it? The 100-day stopped it. Okay, see, just like that. So what we want to do is on the upside, watch that key 200-day, 2.67. Watch that 50-day, 2.71. Watch that 21-day. And again, if that goes higher, you got 2.86. Very, very nice. Now your RSI, you got plenty of room to run. Your MACD is still bearish. Your green is below your red. Let's take a look here on a weekly. Okay, on your weekly chart, Well, you can see here where your 50-day is pinched basically at 2.63, and then we have your 8-day, okay, sitting at 2.69, just right above your key 200 SMA up here. Okay, so that is going to be your upside, and then we have your 2.87, which would be just pretty much this candle here. That's 2.88. So you're roughly up there. That's what we look for on the weekly chart. Okay, so as long as it can, maintain this key levels here, and you're above your 50 SMA here, and you're headed towards your key 8 SMA, this is still looking very good because you've held this key support level at that 2.235. See how that price channel is holding nice? So we have a nice trading range right here on your weekly chart. Same way we have here. So if I just take that down a little bit, see your nice trading range? You got a nice trading range. It's a big range, 2.31, 2.39, but that's what kind of range that we have. So right now, natural gas is pretty volatile. Now, the reason being is this. On CNBC, you had the Energy Secretary Granholm on there, okay? Well, I don't really think she's really all that sharp, and I don't understand what they're doing. So what they're doing on natural gas, there's 13 pipelines that need to be built or are in the process of being built, basically, and they're basically shutting it down because they're going to do some, they're going to analyze exactly what they're doing. But bottom line, this is all political, okay? So basically in the U.S., Biden is trying to, come to terms with the climate change, because when he came in there, he promised that he was going to end fossil fuels. However, when you look at it, the United States pumps more oil now than any other country. Okay, basically 13.3 million barrels a day. That's more than any other country. Okay, so since he's been in there, we're pumping the most we've ever pumped in oil. So what he's trying to do is create a balance here between the climate change people and the natural gas. What they don't understand is very simple. Natural gas is a very clean burning fuel. You have to have something to power everything. Okay, that is reality. Now, if you don't export this to, say, like Germany, what Germany is going to do then is going to go to coal. Okay, so they don't understand that if you talk about climate change, it's not just one country; it's the world. So if you're processing coal in Germany to get your power, okay, you'd be way better off with the natural gas and just shipping it over. And our country would make a lot more money because we're shipping out the LNG. You got a good business there. So I don't understand the whole thinking here, but they're trying to create a balance between the climate change people and the fossil fuel people. But let me tell you something. I've been trading oil and gas and gasoline for a long time. It's not going away anytime soon. Okay, say they're talking about 2035, 2050. You're dreaming. Okay, it's not going to happen. There's always going to be oil. There's always going to be natural gas. There's always going to be gasoline. Okay, that is reality. Okay, so I don't understand what they're doing. So again, what we do here is we don't have no opinion. We figure how are we going to make money off of this. That's what we want to do. So basically, natural gas is a trading opportunity the same way as crude oil is. Okay, so you just trade it, you scalp it, you do what you got to do, long, short, to make the money. All right, that's what I got for you here on the crude and natural gas. I'll be back Sunday night, and we will review both of those again. And then again, I'm going to have a weekend edition here, okay? And we're going to go over some scalping ideas and how to scalp and how to make the money off of that. And thanks for watching, and everybody have a great weekend.